Conflict could be one of those things that it's scaring sometimes as a leader. And what I learned is that there are two types of conflicts. Right? There is the constructive conflict and there is the destructive conflict. What's the difference between the two? The constructive conflict is when the conflict is actually focused on the ideas, on the project, on the solution, on the technical part of things, right? So people are in conflict or contradict each other or have different opinions about what's the best solution for us here to move forward, or what way should we go. That's constructive because it will only lead that the best idea will come first. And if you believe that best ideas should always win, then you need to have some conflict, because if there is someone that has more influence than others and they have an idea and their idea is not the best idea for the organization, for the team, for the project, but no one challenges that person because they might get defensive or it leads to some tension and to some conflict, then if no one challenges that person and that idea, then you're actually not getting the best idea, right? So that's constructive, healthy conflict, and it's absolutely needed. Then there you have the destructive conflict, which is the part where we start to kind of send hints or arrows, or where we're now talking about each other, we're talking about the person, right? And we might say, stupid things to people, and that's destructive, because all of a sudden it's not about the idea, it's about people, right? And then we throw mud at each other. That's destructive. So as a leader, you have to distinguish between the constructive conflict and the destructive one, and you have to allow and be comfortable with that constructive conflict, because otherwise you will not get the best ideas, you will not progress the way you should. So that's healthy and it should be there. The destructive conflict, then you want to stop it immediately. You want to address that and say, well, that's not the way we talk to each other, right? This is not according to our values. That's not the kind of behavior that we encourage here, right? They stop it when it happens, and then have one-on-one discussions with those people involved, right? And make it very clear, this is not the kind of behavior. I mean, you could disagree, you could have different opinions, you could feel that you are threatened, but that's not how we act. Because if you don't do that, what's going to happen is it's just going to become bigger and bigger and bigger. Because here's what I know. In your organization, your team, people go around with two buckets in their hands. One is with gasoline and the other one is with water. Whenever there is a little fire, there is a little conflict in your organization, they either take their gasoline and put it on the fire, then you have a problem. Or they put water on the fire and then you don't even know you had a problem. Remember that. People walk with those buckets, and some will put water on the fire, some will put gasoline on the fire. So you have to identify who are those that are putting gasoline on the fires and have a difficult conversation with them. And that's maybe a topic for another video. All right, see you around.